What's up, YouTube? It's QahirTheConqueror here. Welcome back to my channel for yet again another video. Before I get started with this video, I would like to say if this video helps you in any way, if you enjoy this content and you resonate with this video in any way, please drop a like, comment, and/or subscribe. It would help me a lot and I would really appreciate it. All right, now to start this video, as I often do, I'm going to put myself out there and be a little vulnerable because I like to share where I get this inspiration from and things like that has helped me tremendously in my life. Up until very recently, and I mean the last few years through trial and tribulation, life didn't change that much and it wasn't drastic enough for me to see real improvement in certain areas and facets of my life, because when the going got rough, I was always looking for and expecting some magical, mystical savior to come and swoop down and use their little fairy tale wand and wipe away all of my pain and my tears and figure out everything for me and help me out, whisper in my ear, tell me all the secrets to the universe and how I can do this and do that. And, you know, basically I'm being facetious, but I'm saying that I was looking for and expecting somebody to come save me. And it took me so long, like I said, because you kind of start to have this hope. And what I have noticed and seen in many people, especially because I've been blessed to interact with many elders in my life. And of course, being somebody who's lived a few years after the 20s, I've been able to see quite a bit because that's a decent period of time. And oftentimes I feel like people keep that faint hope alive until year after year, circumstance after circumstance, situation after situation, that hope dies. And in it, we die a little bit too. The reason why I was expecting something or somebody, or I don't even know what, to come save me is because, to be honest, I just didn't really want to do the work myself. That's where I want to get and go with this video. You're probably like me, or if not you, there are many other people like me that are very capable. We're very great, very powerful. We're all smart and intelligent beings, just different levels of those capabilities. And you have everything that you need to in order to change your life, to improve your life, or whatever it is you need or want to do. So you really just don't want to do the work. You really don't want to exercise that power that you have and that control that you have over the circumstances of your life. And then the reason why I said that just with that faint hope, something dies a little bit, is kind of like, think about when you're young, right? And since, at least in Western civilization and in America, Christmas is a national or federal holiday, something like that. If you didn't know, Santa Claus is not real. But when you're a child and you believe in something like that, and then you really don't know because you're asleep around the time that he's supposed to come in and deliver the presents and things like that, and you just wake up and you see gifts under the tree and they're wrapped and they say from Santa Claus. So there's a hope in you. There's something in you that kind of adorns the mystical figure. And then lo and behold, once things start to get a little fishy and, you know, you see your parents go out to the store or they ask you what you want, they're writing it down and you're like, wait, but I'm supposed to tell Santa. You know what I mean? Once you start putting two and two together, then some in you dies a little bit, even if you can take it well. Basically, you had hope in something that wasn't really real and wasn't gonna happen. And now to bring that back to square one is that when you relinquish that power that you have to something else other than you and it doesn't happen, what happens? You get disappointed. That's where I'm going with this point in this video, is the fact that you don't want to get that far in your life where you're expecting something else to come fix the mess you made or the mess that you came into. And as I mentioned, things changed once I realized that nobody was coming to save me. I had to save myself. And define that for whatever you need saving from. I don't mean that I was, doing some crazy stuff. I just mean that things weren't looking according to the plan that I had in my head. And you get older and you get older and you get older and you get older. And then you start to realize, whoa, it's time for me to really make a move. And there's a pivotal point that you have, and that's for you to discern and decipher. But there was a pivotal moment in my life where I had to stop looking and expecting for somebody to come figure out my problems when most people can't even do that on their own. So number one, why would somebody else come and forego the peace that they have to try to help me figure out my stuff? What mystical being are you expecting to do that, and why? It doesn't make sense. You have the power to do differently, as I've stressed in countless other videos. You have the power to learn a new skill, to learn a trade that can get you money. You have the ability and the power to learn something new that can help you do something better for yourself. You have the ability and the power to work on your body and your physique, to work on your health. You have the ability to do all of that. You can clean up your room and your car and your space. You can clean yourself if you're dirty. You don't need somebody else to come do these things if you're physically able. That is where I'm going with this video, and nothing will really change for you if you continue to just expect and hope somebody else to come do your bidding. You have to pay people to do that. You got some tax mess going on, but guess what? You got to pay somebody to help you figure it out or learn it yourself. You're in debt or something like that. Well, guess what? The process to eliminate that debt usually ain't easy, and it usually ain't fun, and it usually will probably set you back further than just with the debt you have alone. So either you got to learn yourself or you got to pay somebody to help you. You do some illegal stuff and you get caught. Well, why would the judge just magically say, oh, well, he had a good heart? That's not how things work. You might have to deal with the circumstances of the decisions that you made. Or sometimes you come into the world and things aren't necessarily fair, but life isn't fair for any of us. So stop expecting some magical savior to do for you what you can do for yourself. You don't need saving because, like I said, that hope that eventually something's going to change, something's going to turn, you're going to win the lottery, or somebody's going to just cash app you $50 billion, something in you is going to die year after year after year after year until your light is gone because you were expecting something else to do for you what you could have done for yourself. In the universe, there are only a few things that are like really independent. And even then, that's with an asterisk on top of it. But for instance, the sun don't wait for you to get up. The sun shines. And the sun doesn't have a mind. It doesn't have eyes and ears and nose. It can't eat Doritos. It can't, you know what I mean? It has no power. In that regard, it's just a bright, luminescent, wonderful creation. You can get up and do differently. You can do all of these things. You have a mind. So make sure you use it. Make sure that you are trying everything that you can. And then when that doesn't work, pivot and do something else. And then when you use that and you channel that energy, I guarantee that something's going to change. And whatever that you needed to do, it's probably going to work out, or something is going to give. To summarize this video, don't expect somebody else to come and fix your problems, your mess, and come save you, because that hope is probably going to leave you feeling disappointed and disappointed and disappointed until you're just so defeated by your circumstances that you can't see that in front of you the grass is green and the grass is growing and shining and the sun is shining, but you wasted all your days expecting somebody else to come save you when you could have done that yourself. Don't give your power to other stuff and things that haven't happened for anybody else, or at least not most people. You can do all of this yourself. Save yourself. Be your own superhero. Superheroes do exist. They're just real people. Thank you. Stay tuned. See you for the next one.